Has anyone got any campfire stories?
Yeah, I've got one. It's about an alien who once sat around a campfire just like this. They were young and excited to travel off into space and see what they could learn. But then something happened, and they found themselves stuck in a time loop, reliving the same day again and again, trying to solve a mystery before a supernova would wipe the slate clean, and they'd wake up right back at the campfire again.
Oh, I've got goosebumps. What's the story called?
It's called Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds is a highly ambitious open-world space exploration game by Mobius Digital.
This is one of those rare and special games where the less you know, the better. So much of this game relies on its absolutely riveting mystery, so we'll try and give you a spoiler-free review.
You spend most of your time exploring a handful of planets. Each planet is very distinct, and the first time you visit is utterly magical. There's always some wonder to behold, and something on the horizon that you just have to go and look at. I was constantly distracted by something cool I'd spotted.
Yeah, it feels like they've somehow captured the feeling of discovery, bottled it up, and put it straight into this game.
However, for a game all about exploration, it's not very easy to explore. The movement in the game, whether you're flying in your ship or zipping about with your jetpack, is based on real physics and gravity, so it can be very difficult to control. I had to revisit places so many times because I kept stuffing up my flight. It became a little tedious. I just don't like feeling like I'm fighting with the game.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and it's because they've opted for a simulation style of movement. Out in space, everything is always in motion, and there's no atmosphere to slow you down. That means you have to decelerate as much as you accelerate. On top of that, every planet has its own gravity field, which affects your movement. As frustrating as I found it, it was extremely satisfying once I finally got the hang of it and managed to land on some floating structures in space. It took some time.
Yeah, I heard both of your screams of frustration while playing this, but to be honest, I kind of liked it. It made me feel like I was properly in space, you know, struggling to survive as a space explorer, and that's kind of the dream come true.
Oh, fair enough. I felt like a kind of a space detective, collecting little clues at each location and trying to piece together what happened and is happening in this universe. Everything is surprising and intriguing and woven together really nicely.
And thankfully, if you forget anything, you can always check your ship log, if you're in your ship. All the important information is automatically stored for you, and it also indicates if there's more to discover at a location you've already visited. Which is great because there is a lot to remember.
And it's all important, because the magic in this is how well the story is fleshed out. And y'all know I love a good story. This is a good one.
Well, the story is great, but the thing that really grabbed me was the music. One of the few tools you have in the game allows you to listen to and hone in on various sound frequencies. This lets you follow music to find other explorers from your colony who have gone before, like a siren song, but less deadly. Being pulled across the vastness of the galaxy to a warm and friendly little campfire just got me in the feels. Plus, give me a twangy banjo and I'm just hooked.
The music plays such a big part in setting the tone of the game. They've combined a salt of the earth, warm and wooden aesthetic with the wonder of vast, cold space, and I'm so here for it. A wooden spaceship was the missing part of my space fantasy that I never knew I needed.
I find the more we talk about Outer Wilds, the more we discover that there's something a little different we each found really special, but that we all found the overall experience so memorable. I just wish it was a little easier to get around, maybe a little less realism in the movement physics. I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
While the game is definitely beautiful in its cartoony style, it's also easy to look at and think this is just a playful romp around space. But it's so much deeper than that, with a rich mystery and a truly breathtaking surprise around just about every corner. I'm giving Outer Wilds 5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Time is used so well in this game, and it's arresting to play something where the whole world is one giant puzzle. And the delight I felt as I grew to understand more was quite magical. One thing I desperately hope they patch in is a way to instantly restart the day, because that would have been so handy. But I'm giving Outer Wilds 4.5 out of 5 rubber chickens. Will, your marshmallow's burning.
Don't eat that.
Okay.